Hello everyone, Professor Thompson here. This video is specifically focusing on the self-reintroduction presentation. I had asked you to watch this video over the weekend to familiarize yourself with a couple things because we were using class time in a different way. So I am happy that you decided to log in and check out this video. You can see here on the screen that I'm inside of our Blackboard course shell right now, and I'm going to go over to the presentation tab. It's the 5th tab down, so you can see presentations, tab number 5. This tab includes all of our presentations for the semester, for the term. And the one that you need to be most concerned with right now, because you will be delivering this speech on Friday of next week, which is Friday, August 31st, is this first one, speech number 1, non-IAI introduction speech requirements. So I'm going to click on that and access this document for us so that we can look at that on the screen. I just want to talk about a couple things here as I blow this up a little bit. This type of presentation happens all the time in business and industry. It happens in almost every single speech class that I know. It's a very common kind of introductory level, basic, low pressure, easy to do presentation. I also know that most of you introduced yourself this week as we started class. So as you reintroduce yourself, this is nothing unusual or new. And finally, based on the reports and the self-assessments that I've gotten back from many of you, most of you don't have a ton of anxiety about giving presentations. So a couple of you here and there, but overall not bad. And so this should be pretty easy going on Friday of next week. So you can see that this is meant to be a very, very quick presentation. I'm hoping to get everybody in on Friday of next week. I want to point out that we have a 1 to 2 minute goal here. It's worth 2 points towards your final overall grade. So remember that we only have 37 points in the course. So the 2 points for this particular assignment right here is a small portion of the overall grade, but it's about 6% of your overall class grade. And you get it just on completion. So I'm not going to be deducting points for eye contact or this or that. I expect you to be prepared and ready to go, but more importantly, I want you to get up and do it. I also want to point out this particular piece of the puzzle as well. There is no note cards or paper allowed with the presentation. For this speech, what you need to do is bring an object to class, so it's just going to be you and your object up in front of the room. The object itself is supposed to be something that's meaningful to you. You can see that I've highlighted that right here in the middle of the page. I want it to be something that represents who you are. It signifies to the class kind of what you're about in a little bit deeper of a sense. It is not about the object itself. Okay, so it's not about the baseball or the baseball mitt, because we all know what a baseball looks like. It's got 108 stitches on it. It's white. It's round. I don't want you describing the ball. It's about what that represents about who you are as a person. I think the other thing that I would challenge all of you in this kind of class to do is I would challenge you to find an object that is not what we would predict, to kind of learn something new about you. So I know that most of you could bring a football in, or you could bring a basketball in, or a baseball mitt or a baseball in. That's pretty, I hate to say it, but it's pretty generic, right? But, can you bring in something that represents what you collect, or something about what you like to do when you're not playing sports, or something that connects you to a family or friends? Maybe something that, sometimes we just aren't necessarily inclined to share right away. We just go, yeah, I'm a football player, or yeah, I'm a baseball player. And we allow that to kind of define us sometimes. What I'm really kind of suggesting that you do is go to the next level. And I think that will make our presentations better. Again, this isn't about you describing the object. The purpose is to use it as a means to introduce you, which is something that I mentioned right here. So it's about how it crafts your personality, how it shapes what you're studying in school or what you want to study in school. Maybe it shapes how you think you will be 10, 20, or even 30 years from now. So, again, these are short and sweet. We don't have time for 5-minute presentations right now. We're going to try and get in 20 people on Friday of next week. So you each get 2 minutes to stand up there and do this. My preference is that you do not think that you can just wing this, and that you put some thought into this as I'm asking you to put some thought into the object that you choose. All right? So I wish you the best of luck. Again, I would come down or come back to the schedule here and say it's right here. Again, presentation tab. It's the first requirement right in there. Make sure you get on it. If you have questions, you can ask them on Monday in class. Have a good weekend, everyone.